Good morning from the city of Balinga, Philippines. I ended up here by accident. What is this city? What's going on? I have no idea. I got on the bus thinking it was going to another city, and I fell asleep on the bus. The bus drove for 8 hours, and at the last stop, they woke me up, and I found myself in a different city. I don't know anything about this place. So, yeah, I rented a place to sleep, and tomorrow I'll head back to the city I originally intended to go to. But for now, I'm gonna explore this city. I'll stay here for about 2 days to see what this city is all about. Who knows, maybe it'll turn out to be a nice place. I have no idea. There's a cafe here, so I'm going in to grab some coffee. I'll ask the locals about the best places to visit here, and hopefully I'll get to explore. The city has a lot of nature, and you can clearly see the mountains. From here, you can see green mountains, but I don't know if they show up well. They're pretty far away. Honestly, this place feels more like a village than a city. So this is what I ordered. I got a cheesecake and a double espresso. Altogether, it cost about 16 rials in Saudi currency. That's a good price, especially for the quality. Honestly, the cake is good. It tastes like pistachio. He said it's just cream, but it's actually pretty good. The espresso is good. I'm not typically someone who drinks espresso much, but after all the hassle I went through, getting lost in the city and ending up in the wrong place, an espresso was definitely needed. So I had one, and I'm feeling much better now. Honestly, when I asked them for advice, it really helped me out a lot. This city has beautiful nature, stunning beaches, and fascinating historical sites. It used to be a Spanish colony, so they gave me some great recommendations for places to visit. I'll try to explore as much as I can today, and I'll save the rest for another time. That's what they advised me. I was actually told by some locals that I have to run a car because the places are quite a long distance away from each other, and in many areas there are absolutely no regular taxi services available. Here, most people just use bikes, specifically bikes with a sidecar attached. I'll definitely try to film one for you later. That's basically their own version of a taxi. There are no regular car taxis to be found here at all. It's just incredibly difficult for standard cars to navigate through these narrow areas. This is exactly the kind of thing they've been talking about. It's just like this very one right here in Sanames. That's their taxi here, something like this. So the passenger seat is located right here, and this side over here is for the driver. The prices are really cheap. Almost no ride costs more than 10 rials. Most trips are 4 or 3 rials, no matter where you go. Now I'll check out the cars. There's a place nearby, so I'll try to rent a car. And to continue with the story, after searching for about an hour, I finally managed to find a car. Most of the rental offices around here only have large vans available, and I really didn't want to drive a van. Eventually, I found someone who actually owns a private car, and he agreed to rent it to me for 2 days. It's a Toyota Yaris, for a total of about 200 rials for the 2 days. So the prices are pretty much the same as in Saudi Arabia, and the rental companies charge about the same too. There's really no difference. Renting a car was definitely the right move, because the first place I'm going to is outside the city. The place I'm heading to is a good 40-minute drive from here, so it's actually quite a long distance to travel. The people at the cafe highly recommended this specific spot to me and said I absolutely have to go there. That's where I'm going now. It's practically an hour's journey from where I am. And now, this is the main highway. It's still within the same city, but the different locations here are quite spread out from each other. So hopefully it's a place well worth a long journey. At the same time, it's nice that I'm getting to explore everything on my own. I might even stumble into some interesting and unexpected spots. Here, I think most of the locals are hardworking farmers and agricultural workers. They're simple people, but honestly, they're very respectful, and it's a really safe place as I'm walking around. I found a park along my way, right on the same road. I stopped. It looks like a beautiful park. Looks like it's a bit crowded. I'll go down and check it out. Let's see what this park is all about, just to take a look around. Then we'll get back on the road. SubhanAllah, weather's done a total 180. It's cold here, and it's raining. Thank you. There are several families sitting right next to me here. It really seems like a local spot for the village residents, but it is such a beautiful place. There is a lovely, peaceful lake right over there. There's a lake here. You're gonna try to go down, man. Not sure where to go. Wow, this place is beautiful. There are some guys sitting here fishing, but what are they fishing for? I mean, this isn't the sea, so what kind of fish even live here? Honestly, I couldn't keep going. The rain got heavy and I got soaked. When it rains here, it really pours. It's unlike back home. It's much heavier here. So I'll keep going, but if it's raining at the next spot too, that's a whole other problem. Now I'm continuing on the road. That's the great thing about traveling by car. You can stop anywhere you like. Man, I love it. Just pull over to the side and explore. There are still 25 minutes left to get to the place, but the rain has gotten a lot heavier. And honestly, this doesn't look promising for where I'm headed. They told me if there's heavy rain, they don't let visitors in. No one at all. They just close it down. Only those who rent can enter because they have entered a hotel. Those who have made reservations can enter, but visitors are not allowed to enter, and the rain has become very heavy. I have a quarter of an hour left, and the situation is very complicated. There are still 6 hours left until it closes. The rain might be lighter when I arrive. This right here is the exact location where I decided to take a trip to a while back. I've almost arrived. This is the entrance. This is the picture of the place. It didn't stop. It's clear, but I'm gonna go in. Just as I expected, they told me that because of the rain, they won't be accepting visitors. They told me it's better to come early tomorrow. This is the sound of the recorder. I found a place which is a sort of memorial from World War II. It's up on a hill, and I developed a bit of a headache while I was driving. I arrived at the place. Finally, I went ahead and bought a ticket for 70 pesos, which is the local currency they use here. Right nearby, there are several small local markets filled with various things people might need for their visit, like sturdy umbrellas, extra clothes for the site, or even some snacks and water for the walk. Sir, what do you want? Yes, right in front of you. How much? 150, 250, 300. I want a small feast. Okay, I want 150. All right, thank you very much. Are these all the different things you sell here? Yes, that's right. Don't worry about it. World War II items. Everyone's wearing this cap, so why shouldn't I dress like them? It's foggy, rainy, and a bit cold. I mean, as soon as I bought the umbrella, the rain stopped. Sadly, the memorial is across, but I'll keep going. Honestly, had I known it was across from the start, I wouldn't have come. I originally came here thinking it was specifically something directly connected to World War II, and it actually is indeed very much associated with the war, but it eventually turned out to be a memorial cross built for soldiers who served during that historical era. Right here, some authentic weapons from World War II. I feel like they're similar to the weapons we have today, but there are differences in the design. Here's one. And what's this? Looks like a missile. This right here represents the specific design of the very first atomic bomb they dropped on Japan that was used in warfare. I don't really know the types of weapons. There are more experts who know about this kind. The way up is exhausting because we're climbing up here. You can't use a car here. The car I came in had to turn back and leave me. What's up with this place? Why? He told me the place is closed. This is the place. It's huge. I don't know exactly, but it's massive. I can see from here how big it is, but with the fog, you can't see the restoration work. These are the other things. The soldiers from World War II. Today, just my luck. Everywhere I go is closed. And what's really frustrating is that they don't put a notice saying this place is closed when you search on Google. On the map, it looks normal, like there are visitors and it's open, but unfortunately, it turned out to be closed. After 2 years, I'm definitely not coming back after another 2 years. But overall, the place has a nice vibe. Now I have arrived at my accommodation, but I'm gonna pray first, then head out at night to see what the city's like after dark. By the way, I'm staying here. I found this family that rents out rooms, nice, clean rooms, and everything is well organized. I decided to stay with them because there are only 2 hotels here. And it's basically a monopoly. Today it's $100, but I got 2 nights here for about $30. It's really nice. Excellent, actually. And there are these seating areas here. It feels like there's fog, or maybe it's just humidity. This is my room here. There's a mouse here. What's up, mouse? Just my luck. I said the place was clean, and now you're exposing me. This is my second day here, and thank God, everything's fine now. This morning, I contacted the place I wanted to go, but they wouldn't let me in because of the rain today in Las Casas. The place is called Al Sabah. Today as well, they refused and told me it's been raining since 1 o'clock at night until now. It hasn't stopped, and it's been pouring really hard. Now, it's noon. They got back to me and said, all right, we'll give you 3 or 4 hours to walk around the place, but you'll have to deal with any damage from the rain. They said, we have nothing to do with it. I said, it's fine, why not? Just let them let me in and I'll figure things out myself over there. So now, as I'm walking on the road, there's a light rain. This is the road. To be completely honest with you, I just left without even eating anything. Let me not waste any more time. I'm gonna head over there right now. I think there are probably some places to eat inside. We'll see what happens soon. It's about a 50-minute drive from here, and I'll get there. Let's move on to Las Casas. Honestly, it's not really a system. If something happens to them, should I eat later or not? But since I'm close, I've reached 7-Eleven, so I'll go in and grab something to eat. And then I'll continue on my way. Let's go. Now I've picked up these things. I've tried this before, and to be completely honest with you, it's actually quite impressive. Everything seems to be working out just fine. And I even got a bottle of water just in case. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of that. In the past, it wasn't actually the place I was heading to. Now I've gone in. They gave me a welcome drink and handed me a map of the place. Turns out it's huge and not that easy to get around. Here's the map. I'll try to cover the whole place. The entrance fee is about 200 reals per person, just for walking around. But the accommodation prices start at 800 and go up from there. This is the map. This is the main waiting area. I've pretty much arrived at this point, but there's no waiting or anything to organize. I'm not really sure what to do. But they told me the first place you see is this area here, but the door hasn't opened yet. Here, the scenery is undeniably very beautiful. But before we actually start walking around here, I just want to take a moment to explain what this place is all about. Who exactly built this place? In the coming time, I'll be filming a lot of different things. Who really built this place? Are these old buildings Spanish? Did the Spanish people build them? No, they were actually built by Filipinos. All the buildings in this entire area, and this place is really quite big, were built by Filipinos themselves. A Filipino businessman named Jerry. He possessed a deep-seated dream to preserve Filipino heritage because there was widespread neglect and a lack of interest from both the government and the people. So what did he do? There were Spanish colonies in many cities across the Philippines, so he would take apart these buildings and painstakingly relocate them. Most of these historic buildings were constructed primarily out of timber and could be easily dismantled and reassembled. He would take them apart and transport them across to this exact location where I am standing now. Today, it has been transformed into a high-end, luxurious vacation resort, essentially a grand hotel or a collection of hotels featuring large halls for conferences and other events. This person really dedicated himself to meticulously maintaining and preserving this place. He built something amazing, an enormous area. I mean, when I say resort, it's not what you might have in mind. It's so big that you could drive around it for a whole hour. That's how huge it is. So Jerry, the one who built this place, did it by moving these buildings from different cities in the Philippines and gathering them all here. All the buildings belong to the Spanish, of course. Spain colonized the Philippines for over 300 years, so they have a huge legacy here. Here, there are old buildings, ancient weapons, and so many other things. He really cared about this and built this amazing place. I'll explain a bit more about all the details here. This is the first place I entered. Imagine that this entire building was rebuilt from scratch. It wasn't built originally here. It was dismantled and then reconstructed from the ground up. A huge hall filled with decorations. It's incredibly elegant and luxurious here. There are visitors from all over the world and some guests staying at the same hotel. Let's take a look at some of the amazing features here. We see things related to Christianity a lot. The goal of colonization back then was to spread Christianity because it wasn't widespread in the Philippines at the time. Today, Christianity makes up 80% of the religion here in the Philippines. Christianity in the Philippines. Here, let's look at the buildings. Here, Sheikh Abdullah is documenting moments in this building. It's hot here. And this little girl kept distracting us. But anyway, in reality, the building feels really old, like incredibly expensive and high-end, something clearly for the wealthy or something like that, because a lot of genuine effort went into it. Everywhere you walk, you find intricate details like this, things up above. This is Jerry, the successful and visionary businessman I mentioned earlier, the one who had a lifelong dream to preserve the heritage and history of the Philippines. This is him personally. He's the one who actually built this entire place from the ground up. Here, there are things related to architectural art. We can observe the exact same intricate patterns and colorful things that we see in the beautiful decorations that were hanging up on the ceiling. Excuse me, would it be possible for me to go outside for a moment? Yes, thank you so much. You can really tell the sea is incredibly close to us here because you can feel the refreshing salt breeze on your face and see those powerful, strong waves crashing against the shore. The entire surrounding area is pretty much exactly like this for as far as the eye can see. I think I will head over in this direction for a moment just to see what else might be waiting over there. Honestly, the place is worth visiting, but my timing is really bad because of the rain, but the area is beautiful. Whoever lives here, it changes their mood. It's so relaxing, perfect for just chilling, and also really great for photography. It's also nice just for walking around. It's the same idea, you know? Not really for just a visit, but as a place to live, yeah. If someone lives here, they can go out and walk around these paths, spend 2 or 3 hours just strolling. You can also take a boat ride along a wide flowing river here, but I think most of the people who come here, from what I've asked, are often couples on their honeymoon. Sometimes they choose this area as a beautiful place to stroll around and enjoy the scenery. Okay, I stepped into mud without noticing, so now I have to go back. Thank God my foot didn't get soaked. Honestly, I don't know, but this building looks really fancy. I can't tell if it shows up that way on camera or not. Let me go inside and see what it's like. This building right here. There's a bedroom here. Actually, anyone is able to rent this room. I asked about the room prices. They vary. Some rooms, if we're talking Saudi Riyal, are 800 Riyals. Some are 700. You can get a whole suite, which is bigger, and that can go up to 1,000 Riyals or more. This is another room. Right here, there's a full private bathroom. Honestly, the bathroom is bigger than my own bedroom. The life of the rich is just different. both in the past and now. I mean, modern day rich people rent out the rooms of the rich from the past. These are the hallways I was talking about. They're just like the ones in Venice, Italy. Honestly, this place is amazing. I'd love to rent here, but to be real, the budget for 3 days, that's a lot, way too much. But it's worth it. Yeah, the place is totally worth it. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna take a little break and then get back to filming. By the way, it got really windy, but now I'm gonna get the car. It's good there's a way for people who don't want to walk a lot, because in this kind of weather, walking's tough. They give you this car. Sorry, they don't give it to you with a driver. So this is also a large building with many different rooms for rent. And there are some really big suites available. But right now, I'm heading over to a brand new place in this car. Like I mentioned before, it's called a jeepney. It's used in the Philippines on public streets. And literally everywhere you go, you'll find this specific car right here. So this is exactly what we're riding in today. This is the car. It fits a lot of people, about 20 to 25. Car is full. There's no space, so we have to wait for the next one. I'll just walk around here until they come back to the lift. So, goodbye to this car, my friends. I'll go somewhere nearby, near the lake. Or I'll just walk. Why wait for the car, man? It'll take 15 or 20 minutes. Because they told me it's perfectly fine. You can just walk around. So I'm gonna wander around a bit more randomly and explore on my own. I don't have to stick with the car. The car keeps you closely tied to the group you're with. Do I really have to go with them every single time they move? The whole trip? Seriously, it's a beautiful place. Imagine renting a place here. You wake up in the morning and walk around in this one, or it feels like you're in Venice, but no, you're not in Venice. The sea is close by. I don't know if anyone can swim in it or not, but in situations like this, it's basically flooded right now. No one can swim in it, the waves are high, and there's a strong wind. There's music over here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. I know this music. This is rich people's music. I constantly always hear this music in those old-fashioned classic Hollywood movies. Of course, this building in front of me, that's the hotel I told you about. This is the hotel. Here, there are statues or idols. I don't really know what to call them, but they're things non-believers have. Anyway, this is the hotel. That's it. The bridge, of course. This is the lake where boats go, but I haven't seen any boats now. Should I try the boats for a bit? If the weather allows. But it's designed for boats. It's not just for decoration. It's actually for boats. Here is what I told you about. The jeepney card they use for public transportation. Of course, they're not exactly the same. Each car has a different design. Look here. They've made a classic one with the Rolls-Royce logo on it. And we'll see inside how it's actually set up for visitors. People get in here and it takes them all around this area. So this is honestly the fanciest jeepney I've seen so far. The color is a beautiful Rolls-Royce pink, okay? And right here, we have another fountain. So, guys, I really love fountains. I would like it. So in general, if I see any fountain, I have to go check it out. The classic fountains like this one, I really like. Not the new dancing fountains, no. Fountains like these. So here, this place, it looks like there are some shops here. Let's see. There are more fountains too. Since I love fountains, why? Let's go check out the fountains along the way. Yes. Here, there's a fountain, 2, 3. Look how beautiful, fancy, and elegant this place is. It's definitely worth visiting or even staying here, but there are still some areas that are being renovated and developed. Look here, this spot. I'm telling you, the weather here changes every 2 minutes. Now it's hot and humid, so let's see what's here. Okay, there are statues here. Now let's try the beautiful boat that takes us around the city. It rained heavily and God made it easy for us to turn into a victorious and good outcome. Now the boat experiment has begun. We are supplying this air to the National City Station. The boat carries a large group of people. But it's nice. The water is brown. I expected it to be good, but to be honest, there are no defects. The air here is fresh. A quarter of an hour later, the rain splashed in my face, and the situation is dangerous. I need to move to another spot and find a solution. The rain is blowing directly into my face. Seriously, I got absolutely drenched. The rain hit me and the person next to me, but honestly, she doesn't seem to mind at all. She's just sitting there filming. Anyway, we've finally arrived at our destination. There's a bridge here. Look, there's actually a band like this. We decided to keep going. The most important thing is that it's suitable. Where exactly are you guys planning on launching from? We decided to stop the boat right at this particular spot. They are saying that today it is not just a regular rain shower, but there is a serious storm coming, and even the sea level is much higher than it usually is. But here you can see the general concept. How exactly do the boats navigate their way between the buildings? Can I see here? How? Honestly, if anyone comes to the Philippines, it's a must to visit this place. But make sure to check the weather, especially if it's raining. It's not possible. Look at the view. How can you swim here? Is it a pool or the beauty of the sea? Right in front of you. Boats and the buildings? I think it's one of the buildings. These people can rent it. It's normal. But honestly, I don't know which one. And here, there's something overlooking the view. And now to another place. Well, that's it. Where? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You're not doing anything. You're just hanging out with me for fun. Literally, all my clothes are soaked. And I'm sitting in the front, so I can film comfortably. This place is absolutely unreal. And it turns out he really loves a good fresh salad. Let's see here. These wooden stairs, these are the stairs leading down to the boat area. We've arrived at this place. Here, it's bubbling. In this old building, this is our dear cousin who brought us here. He's going up, he's calling us. He says, do something here. I don't know what. He's like a tour guide. Of course, it's not mandatory to walk with him, but if you want to get information or something, you walk with the guide. He says you have to take off your shoes. It's forbidden to enter with them. Of course, the floor is wet, so I don't know what difference it makes. I'm not quite sure if the video is crystal clear, but he told me this queen used to live in this historic residence. So, let's check out the queen's house. How was it? This is the first time I find out that the Philippines used to have a monarchy. Honestly, that's new to me. But let's see. What are royal houses like for Filipinos? Here's a dark room, but I don't know what this room was for. I got lost, but I forgot. It's annoying, but I'll try to film as much as I can. Here we see some cups. They have names on them, I think. Not in English. I don't know. It's another language. Here are mirrors. All the old mirrors look like this. Kind of strange, but okay. Here, the queen used to get upset. She had cups. This is her, of course. In their eyes, they say she was a beauty queen. Not just any queen, but very beautiful. Here, there's something related to Christianity. We see the Virgin Mary. This is the historic house where the former queen used to live. Of course, after the queen moved out, a completely different individual lived in this house. They say he held a very prominent military rank within this city. This is him, this is his wife, and this is the mother? The mother of the military man? Is this the wife? So the photo isn't actually that old because it features such vibrant colors. And this is one of the most important things in this house. We're done with the queen's house now. And these are the ruins that remain from the house. What an incredible view. I mean, the house is really luxurious. There's a pool downstairs. Of course, it's a queen's house. What else would you expect? I don't know. I ask weird questions. Yeah, a royal house is definitely going to be fancy. So this is the place. It's really nice. I mean, it feels like it has everything. Nature, the sea. For those who have a passion for history, you can simply sit back and enjoy reading here. And there are people taking a swim too. So honestly, it's an awesome place. I am going to proceed right now with the queen's house. The specific one whose detailed photograph I displayed just a very brief moment ago. Every single one of these facilities actually belongs to the queen's house. It's all in the same place. We see this table. It's like Jaime Lannister's table, where he holds his gatherings. So as I was walking around, I found a building. Man, it's really luxurious. It's arranged and designed like a conference hall that's directly linked to a lounge here in Marsala. There are a lot of things like this, just like I said. At first, the government sometimes used it for international conferences, but of course, there's a building specifically for conferences. Obviously, not just anyone can get in. Man, this wood is incredibly heavy and solid. You can really tell it's high quality premium timber. Over here, it's like there's a dedicated security or guard room. I've pretty much explored most of the areas around here by now, but I still haven't covered the biggest building here. I haven't checked out that building yet. And I don't know what's inside. I'm gonna go check it out, but it's locked up tight. Like they're saying, we locked it. No, isn't it here? This is the United area or something? We're not supposed to do anything here. We'll just be there by ourselves. But right now, something's off. Is it? Can I see? We're in the back. Grab your key because we're heading outside now. I think there's something like, I don't really get it, like a play or a circus or something like that. Let's check it out. The play, the one I went into just a short while ago. So it acts out stories from an ancient storybook, but I haven't been able to figure out which country it's from. And of course, the stories are imaginary, not real. I went ahead and asked around, and there's an actress here who actually performs and brings to life these stories. Some people absolutely love this kind of thing. The atmosphere of these plays, this is the only building I haven't gone into, and there are two more right here in front of me, but nobody really visits this one. Honestly, the wind nearly blew me over. I think this building is a church, but I'm not certain. Is this the very last building on this street that I haven't entered yet? Turns out it is indeed a church, just like I thought, and they're currently doing some extensive historical restoration work inside. But that is perfectly fine though. They still let people go in. It's a beautiful old church. Of course, I frequently visit these places because I absolutely adore historic architecture, and of course, because it's a church. So, the old designs, how did they carve the wood back then? All these doors are old, by the way. Nothing modern about them. They just restored them, like repainting or touching up the paint, and that's it. But this painting here is from a long time ago. But I honestly feel like it's time to leave. I actually headed outside earlier, but it's fine. I brought extra clothes just to be safe and prepared. I know. That's the weather in the Philippines. It's important that if you're going out when it's rainy and you might be out late, you bring extra clothes with you. No big deal. Now I left. Left the place after getting a natural shower from the rain. Honestly, for me, the place is really nice. Definitely worth a visit. And it's worth staying here for a couple of days. 2 or 3 days. It's perfect for people looking for relaxation and peace. A classic and luxurious spot like this. You wouldn't even need to leave the place for 2 or 3 days, for example.